Hi, folks. This is Tim Schrock at Design Build Solutions. It's a very dreary Saturday morning, but I've got to get some work done, and so I thought I'd bring you along and show you how I do this, modeling existing conditions from a Matterport scan. Let's show you. Here's the Matterport. Never done this live before, so I'm kind of figuring this out. Figuring this out as we as we fly here. I'm going to go back to the desktop here, and you can see I've got the first floor done. I want to now do the basement. And one of the things I wanted to show you please excuse my hoarse voice. My son has a basketball tournament this weekend, and so I've been doing a lot of yelling. Show you how I started with the first floor. I've got that layout pretty well set here, and then I added a basement with 8-inch CMU walls. And so going back to the basement Matterport scan, I want to show you how the biggest thing right now is how to figure out all of this in the dimensions here. So when you're in Matterport, first of all, you've got to go make sure we're going to the right floor. Here's Matterport calls this floor 2, but it's actually what we would consider first floor. So floor 1 is the basement, and I'm going to add a measurement here. Go into measurement mode and add a measurement, and I'm going to start. So you can see that laser dot kind of is hovering right there at the floor baseboard. So I'm going to click there, and I'm going to go up here to the drywall. And this says 33 feet. Earlier I had a dimension of 33 foot 2, but that's okay. So back to the chief architect model. I'm going to go down to the basement, and I'm going to draw a polyline at that. And as I'm drawing that polyline, I hit the tab key. I'm going to hit 33 feet in the X direction. I don't care what the Y direction is right now. But how am I going to center this on the... I can't center this on anything because of this odd shape of the basement walls. So I'm going to draw another polyline from the outside of foundation to outside of foundation. And I could just center it on this polyline here. I could also create a construction line, just a line like not a construction line like Chief Architect uses construction lines, just a temporary line going from the midpoint of that polyline, and center my 33-foot polyline on that. Now I'm going to delete these and select the basement room, and I'm going to make a room polyline using this tool down here. And I'm going to, let's do this. I'm going to drag this 33-foot polyline down here, and now I select that room polyline. And while I'm dragging this corner, I'm going to hold the C key, C for concentric, on my keyboard, and drag that in, and that's going to drag all of the lines of this polyline concentrically, all of the lines of that room polyline. So now that is a concentric 10 1/8 inches from all edges of my foundation wall. Lastly, I'm going to go into preferences. I believe in a Mac, you go to File Preferences, and a PC, you go to Edit Preferences. And I'm going to go to the CAD. Nope, not the CAD. Architectural. Which one? Oh, there we go. Edit. Behaviors. There we go. Concentric. I'm going to jump 1/2 of an inch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump 1/2 an inch closer to the foundation, because this line is where I want the drywall to end up at, but I don't have controls of my wall at the drywall line. I have a 1/2 an inch in at the stud. So I want another line 1/2 an inch in here, inside here. So I'm going to select this line and I'm going to copy, paste, use the copy paste tool, and just drag this corner one click, not 2 clicks, that's a full inch, just 1 click, 1/2 an inch. There we go. Back to my default drawing, and now I can draw a wall. Actually, I'm going to delete that interior line. I'm going to draw walls following this one single line. And so what I did on the first wall is I right clicked, and now as I move my mouse, I'm not holding my any buttons on my mouse. I'm just going to left click here at this corner, left click. I'm going in a counterclockwise direction so that it's all, the wall is on the correct side of this line. Click, click, click. There's my interior walls. Next, I'm going to go back to my Matterport screen, and we're going to start. Let's do this first. I'm going to kind of outline the walls that we see here. Wall here, we got a wall here. This closet bumps out here. Stairwell walls is a good reference point from first floor as well. This is a closet or what? I have to go into the Matterport model. There's a bathroom. There's a closet. Chief architect. I'm going to roughly lay out these rooms. Five feet. Just kind of sketch here. I can also turn on my reference layer. Trace these walls of the staircase. Keeps going over here like so. Now, you'll notice my front door is to the bottom of my screen here, and Matterport has it, as you can see, to the left of the screen here. So it's being difficult. I do the chief architect down because of the way that mainly that's how chief architect names automatic elevations. Front is toward the down. So that's how I do that. Back to chief architect, and I'll continue drawing these. Here for the closet. keeps going up. Oh, now notice here. Let's go back to the laptop. This second screen. This over here is not speak crawl space or something. So we'll have to kind of figure out what this line is. Block that out for the chief model. So interesting. I wondered if this when I was doing first floor, I wondered if this little spot was maybe the original house. It looks like this part was added on. So now let's just kind of draw. So that would make sense because then I'm going to back this off here, take this foundation wall down. Baits. We keep our distant distances here. That would make sense there. So let's go back to the laptop and we'll start adding some dimensions to these rooms. Go along 11 feet. Like something along here and then bumps out. That. Can you see that? Go into the room. Sure enough, it does. Okay. We can also add dimensions inside here. Tricky sometimes. Ten-ish there. Let's check our 6'10", so maybe a 7-foot ceiling. We got to, yeah, that would make sense because this is a 6'8" floor there. Oh, that's going back to the, I see. Measure from here. 11, that corresponds with what we had inside the room. Interesting, that goes back. This is one of the reasons I don't like Matterport as much. See, that's that little closet. It's really difficult to tell what you're measuring to sometimes. shelf right there. And here, I like to use the floor, and at all because it seems to make a like it's easier to see the contrast between the floor and the wall. It zoomed in little laser arrow pointer there. Thing up here, you got that shelf to the window. That makes sense. Wish we could save or print these dimensions off. Matterport. Ah, see, there's that little bump right there. Go back to Chief Architect. I don't. Also, click on one of these dimensions and delete it. This is why I'm using that floor to wall. Right now, I've got enough dimensions. So we'll go back to Chief Architect and just start popping in these dimensions here. Add some here. Turn these into, whoa, live examples here. Interesting. When I made this 12'6", as the Matterport showed, this shows up as 5'8" on Matterport. So 5'7 3/4, pretty darn close. Huh? After Matterport, a couple dimensions I'm missing. Hey, chief architect, here we come. Double check this dimension in 3D here. That's 6'5". Okay. 7'9". Chief's at 7'7", so pretty darn close there. All right, back to chief architect. Walls are not there after all. Out to the foundation wall. And do we measure that 3'9" or 3'6" number? Right, so Matterport, I don't have great way to measure from this surface here back to this surface here. So I'm going to measure from this surface to the door jamb, then from this surface jamb. So it says 13 inches and 5 inches. That means 8 inches left in the from point A to point B. That's what I was looking for. And from here, I'm going to measure from this door jamb. That says 13 inches too. That cannot be right. I know that. Inches. Okay. So back to chief architect. Our door jamb in there. Doorway, like so, and it is 2 foot, a 26-inch opening. Let's make that 5 inches here. Measure from here to the foundation wall. That's supposed to be 13 inches. Again, but I don't trust that it's 13 on both sides of this door jamb. So then we're going to take this and go to here and make this 4'9". We'll just call it like so. Let's go into this room. Look at our door jamb on this side. 6 inches. Right? Chief architect. 6 inches. Seriously? To Matterport. It was a 2'2", 2'1" number I had. Oh, 3'9". Chief architect. 9. There we go. Inches. Okay. I think I'm more comfortable with the 6 inches than I was any of the other numbers. Okay. Okay. Plan in Matterport. I'm going to at feet. And start adding some more interior dimensions. Now notice when in my template, my as-built set for dimensions, I have set up my primary format is foot inches and my secondary format is just straight inches. So sometimes, particularly when doing manual dimensions, sometimes I'll take when I'm using my laser measure, it reads off 10 foot 6 1/4. Um, or if I'm using my tape measure, I might measure 47 1/2. So I want and write that down. I'm not going to write down, uh, I measure with my tape measure 47 1/2. I'm not going to write down 3'11 1/2. I just call out 47 1/2. So that's why I have the two numbers um, in my as built, because whether they give it to me in foot inches or I write it down in foot inches or inches, I have visual confirmation that I don't have to do the math in my head. Just quick visual confirmation. If that's too much for you, you can certainly go into the dimension defaults and just turn off the secondary format. And there's that. Since we're doing that all from Matterport, that might make sense. And then it's not just so visually cluttering. Let's get back to our 11'3", and that says 10'6". So we'll bump that back. I'm going to delete this line here. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so this is supposed to be 12'11". Is Yeah, that would make sense because I got it here. How y'all doing today? 11. Let's draw this little nook. First time I'm doing a uh, live broadcast, so I'm not sure why we can't chat, but good to see a couple of you out there watching. And on Chief Architect from making a model in Chief Architect from Matterport. And so I'm just kind of walking through the uh, various things that I'm running into in this basement. I did the first floor yesterday. And so I'm now trying to figure out basement today. To Matterport, I'm trying to figure out this nook dimension here. Architect says 2, 2 3/4. I'd say with the Matterport, that's a pretty good number right there. 2, 2 3/4. Go into the Matterport here. You have a bit of a bump right there. And go back to the Matterport again. So this wall goes straight down here, and then we bump out, and then we've got a door right here, and that jog there. Back to Chief Architect. I'm going to here for now. Yeah, see that confirmed what I was thinking earlier with the addition piece of it. Back into Matterport, looking in this laundry room, bump around. I don't know if that's a plumbing stack or what that is. We go into this storage room, and there's that foundation wall. So in Chief Architect, I'm going to just take this foundation wall like so for now. And I'm a little confused as to how we transfer to, oh, we just put some paneling on that. Okay. Oh, look, there was used to be a window right there to the outside before the addition was put in. Okay. Chief Architect, I need to so this all like that. Or here. Here is a bifold door. That direction. Closet goes into here a smidge like that. Back to Matterport. This put two. But I also need this dimension here. Four into Chief Architect. These dimension is 6'4". Remove this dimension at 5'11" by just dragging this diamond shape off into nothing. And I'm going to extend it by grabbing this circle and just dragging on through here. Make this wall 4'2". Here we go. All right, we're gonna we have a window that's half in the closet, half out. Wow. This wall, pull back like so, take this foundation out to the foundation and delete these two walls because this space is just a crawl space or it's slab on grade or something. I don't know exactly. That's pretty close to what we've got. Go ahead and go back into Matterport and we're going to get height 20 inches for that window. I don't know the width, but I'm going to guess it's the same as these windows here. Here, 32. 7. 32 by 20. Back to Chief Architect. Make a left sliding here in Matterport. 2'5". Architect. Whoa, that was pretty close. 2'4" and 7/8. Make that 2'5", and then I can. Now that I've got my window placed, I can draw that wall right up into the foundation wall. It's not supposed to be like that, but that is truly how it's built. All right, let's go back to the floor plan of my Matterport. I know there's a window over here in the bathroom. Window here in the space is called. There's a window in this. We also have a hover scan. So hover didn't show 3 windows in the basement. Hover pictures here. Right side, that's the rear. There's a window there under that. It does show the windows, it just didn't put it in the report. Okay. Architect again. There's actually 2 windows in this room. Now, you might ask, how are we going to make this shelf here? Good question. Oh, any suggestions? Back to the Matterport scan. I'm going to kind of drop in my doors. So I see there's a door here. There's a door here into the bathroom. There's a door here. This is a doorway. Doorway. This is bifold door. There's a door. To go back to Chief, and we're going to drop in these doors here. Roughly where they are for now. I've got the bifold door. I've got that door. I'm going to flip that door in there. There's a door here, and I think this door will go that direction. We also got to get stairs in here. That's going to be interesting, eh? Turn on my reference layer so I can see that door above. There. Something is off about the stair width. Both first floor and basement say it's 3'1" in between the walls, but the Chief model is showing 3'5", so I don't know what's going on with that. Now, while I'm talking about stairs, let's go back to the laptop screen, the model here, Matterport model. And you'll notice that there is no wall under here. We're just seeing the bottom side of the stairs. So back to the laptop, I'm going to delete this wall. And this wall, technically, let's take a quick peek inside here. Should just follow the stair angle. So let's get the stairs kind of figured out exactly where they are first. Go back to Matterport here, and I'm going to measure from this wall to the stairs right there. 7'7". Beef. Move that stair up. Draw from here at 7. Now I'll turn my reference on and move that top tread. Airport. And count stairs here. Treads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11 treads plus 12 risers. Wow. Seems like a really, chief architect's giving me a really short, is that 7'7" for real? Back into Matterport and check this. Measure to that. Distant. Add a dimension from this to this. This said 10'11", and this said 1'2". That is one of the frustrations of Matterport. Oh, I do see we have these basement windows in here as well. Let's make sure we copy that over here. All right. Oh, I need to set my basement floor height. I find it was 7 feet 10. Ceiling is 6 foot. My stairs, I'm working backwards, so I'm going to lock the top. I'm going to to lock the bottom. I don't want the bottom to move. That 7'7" number. And then I'm going to lock the number of treads. We had 11 treads. Then I'm going to turn my reference on. Since I'm locking the number of treads, telling me a tread depth of almost 8 inches. Interestingly enough, we go into Matterport. Those are pretty narrow treads there. There's one problem with Matterport. It jumps 13 inches. Let's add a dimension here. So that's saying 9 inches is the tread depth. But if that's an inch overhang, that is a 8-inch tread. So we're going to take a section of that and we'll just draw 8 3/4. Yep, that's 7 3/4. That's probably pretty close, actually. That's good. So this is going to be pulled back to here like this, and I'm going to turn this into an invisible wall so that we can see that. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. How y'all doing today? Looks like there's 3 of you watching. There was one back here too. So getting there. Getting there. Let's see what type of door. Closet here. It's a sliding door. It is. Let's take a quick sliding door. Chief. Sliding doors here. We're going to take a quick measurement. Here to here. Here. 6'7". Chief architect. On pretty close, isn't it? Right. This sliding door is a 6-panel door. So we're just going to change that. And is also a 6-panel door. Panel doors is P09. Or want that. Down here, it just seems to be a lot of 6-panel doors. This door swings actually this direction, and it is a glass door. Lights. Door is swings out. As is this one. And so is this one. Could have selected them all, I suppose, and just done one of these. There is the floor layout. Have some work to do on the shelf and the what else? Oh, yeah, stair system. This is going to be interesting, eh? Do this one real quick. Dimension here to here, 5.5 feet. Got to put some posts and beams in the model. I want to do the stair. Well, let's do this first. Here to 7. So measure in Chief Architect this door wall to this 7'7". Okay, so that's where our posts and beam are going to go. And then back from here, I'm going to say that's 8 or 9 inches. I'm going to draw a polyline from this corner, and I'm going to tab and go 9 inches in the Y direction. And then from here, 5.5 feet. That's going to be my railing situation. So to make a railing from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this wall. I'm using Control B and Control B. And so that's this wall in between. And we're going to make this a pony wall. Interior 4 existing. And I'm going to make it a railing with balusters. We're not going to have a bottom rail, and we're not going to raise that. Back to Matterport, those round balusters are what? What do you want to guess those are? 8 inches. Okay. Chief Architect. Balusters. Round and 8 inches apart. rail style. We could include a top rail or no. Let's include a top rail and just do this. Top rail is going to be at our Matterport model. It's going to be a little wider than the wall, so maybe 5.5 inches and 3/4 inch thick. So our top rail is 5.5, 3/4. Look at our 3D. That. Back to Matterport. I'm going to get a dimension from here to the floor. Actually, let's do it from seems to be jumping on the and snapping to previous dimension lines. Here to the floor. 3'6". So let's select this wall. Wall types, height off the floor is 42. There's that. Adjusted, I forgot to switch back to chief, but adjusted the um, wall types and height off the floor is 42. Back to Matterport. Here to there, that's 3'2". So we'll say 3'3" to the top of the railing. And back in Chief Architect, we'll make that railing 3. Then we can fill in the top of that with, we may be able to do it with a soffit. I don't think we can. Let's do this. I think over a wall, it disappears. So what I did was I centered it on the wall and then I used my concentric, which was set at, I had to reset it back at 0. Oh, it does. Okay, so now just move that right up to here. There is our railing wall. Paint this. Use my object painter mode. Anything in this object that is wooden, I'm going to paint white. Now I'm going to use my object, my eyedropper again, and I'm going to start painting all the doors, this stained wood look. Now, if you're on a PC, you can and have a wheel, scroll wheel on your mouse. You can hit Alt on your keyboard and scroll around, and that spins it while you are still in painter mode. Now I want to go back to component because I believe it's just the door, not the casing that is the door leaf, not the casing that is wood. So let's grab this again. Too far, moving L and R on my keyboard to move left and right. B for backwards. Let's grab this white and paint the casing here. D for down, U for up. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Also open this door. Well, let's do this. Dollhouse. U. Dollhouse is the best. Then you can just flip it around. I don't remember. Let's go back to Matterport and see about this. This bifold is white, so we'll leave that as white. But it is, that looks like, that is a 3-panel door, which is not P09 for bifolds, because if you put P09 in there, you're going to get that 6-panel on both panels of the bifold. So what we want is actually P05 for bifolds. So you get 3 panels on each of them. For this railing piece, I could do the same thing on the opposite side, or I can just match. I can just take this wall, copy and reflect about the object. And now I'm going to just take this wall and move it up to here so that there you go. So that we see that stopping at this corner. I can also take my soffit, copy paste, reflect about the center of this stair object. And now we have stairs look correct here. Last thing I notice here is the stairs only have a handrail on the left side. So let's open up that stair and railing. There we go. Take it off the right. Make that railing, it's round. How do we change the railing? Rail profile, there we go. Place. Here we go. Well, I've probably done enough for today. I'm going to bump that soffit up just a smidge. There we go. All right. Last but not least, is some of these colors need to be updated. Um, I need to run, but I've enjoyed getting on here with you. I hope you've learned something new. I hope you've enjoyed watching this here today. Done what I could to show you. If you've got any questions, please do leave comments. I do enjoy the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.